Hey, it's Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We are at the MSP Expo. It's part of the IT Expo TECHSUPERSHOw 2026. It's February, and we're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. On our program is Greg Tellone. He is with Cloud IBR. How are you?
Doing excellent, Rich. Thanks for having us.
So tell us about your company. What do you guys do?
So we developed a software as a service platform for disaster recovery automation. So anyone who's out there using Veeam, you log into our site, it takes you about 30 minutes to onboard, and you're running DR tests. And if you're not running Veeam, Veeam's one of the best products out there. Love it, use it, and then our automation platform gets you up and running in hours versus days and weeks, and it's really inexpensive.
And it's really important to be focused on continuity nowadays because of the myriad ways that businesses can be impacted, whether it's weather or electrical or other kinds of issues.
Ransomware is the big one. We had dozens of ransomware cases last year where if they hadn't been using Veeam with immutable backups and they didn't have our service, they would have been down or paying ransom. They would have been down for weeks or paying millions of dollars. We had them all up and running. Anywhere from 3 to 6 hours on average was the RTO for those customers.
And it's worth mentioning that even if you pay the ransom, you don't necessarily get a guarantee, money back guarantee.
Yeah, no, there's no money back. You might not get your data back. The only way to protect against it is immutable backups. And without our product, you can still recover, but it takes, you need a site B, like for the electrical, for the physical disasters, you need to have your traditional production site and then a colo site for site B, and it's really expensive, bandwidth and hardware and refreshes. Usually by the time you get your disaster recovery built out, it's already outdated. So our product builds site B for you on demand. Click a button, we provision physical servers, bare metal cloud, boot them up, and we recover all your servers over to them. Networking, VPN, all that great stuff.
So we mentioned you're part of MSP Expo, so how are you helping MSPs in particular? How do you make their life easier?
So as a person who's been in this business for 30 years and have been an MSP in the past, I wanted to make the product so that they could have an easy portal to use, inexpensive. It starts at $2.99 a month, so for disaster recovery, that's really dirt cheap. So the partners have a partner portal, they get to register their deals directly with their customers, they bill their customers directly, and by making it, we have a monthly or an annual option for billing, so we give 30-day demo for free, unlimited usage for 30 days, so getting the MSPs to just use it, they fall in love with it, like within a couple of weeks of using it.
Fantastic. Anything new we should know about, new releases, launches?
Yeah, so we started off with PhoenixNet Bare Metal Cloud was our first recovery destination. Then last year, last quarter of 25, we added Google VMware Private Cloud. Coming out in the next couple of weeks is Google CE Compute Engine. And then coming out probably by May will be Instant Recovery to Azure. And that one's really cool. It's with Veeam's latest version 13, is instead of having customers, right now our limit's about a 50 terabyte customer, and it takes anywhere from 18 or so hours for a customer that size to recover. And once you hit 24 hours, that's not that fast anymore. With Instant Recovery to Azure, no matter, you could have a petabyte, we'll have you up and running in like an hour. So that's
so impressive. How do you do that?
So Veeam has a service called Veeam Data Vault, and it's basically their reselling Azure Blob service. So instead of sending your backups to traditional S3 compatible storage, you send it to Azure Blob. And when we do the instant recovery to Azure, because they're in the same region, we don't need to restore the hundreds of terabytes. We just do an instant recovery, and the machines are performant, so they actually run and are usable.
Fantastic, fantastic. Anything else we should know?
No, I'm here to have a great time. I appreciate you having us. It's our first time at the show, and I look forward to the next one.
Thanks for being on the program.
Yeah, thanks, Rich.